So if you guys would like to, when looking into factoring a problem like this, one thing I want you guys to notice is, again, that my a is equal to 1, right? But I have 3 terms. So what we previously learned as far as factoring, with 2 terms, we can't apply. Because now we have a quadratic that's a trinomial. It has 3 terms. So the factoring technique, again, if you get stuck with this, what I would recommend is labeling your a, b, and your c. OK? Label your a, b, and c. Then, as far as the diamond method, all I told you guys to do is write down c and b. So c is negative 28. b is negative 12. Now, again, I wrote down the dot here and the plus. And the reason why I do that is to remind me what numbers multiply to give me negative 28, but then add to give me negative 12. And if you don't know that off the top of your head, well, that's why we're doing so many of these problems, to get practice, 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 practice. So what you can do in the side is just write down what 2 numbers multiply to give you negative 28. All right? Now, what I would recommend when doing this is forget about it being negative for a second. OK? And let's just write down all the numbers that multiply to give you 28. 28 times 1. You could do 14 times 2. Right? You could do 7 times 4. And I believe that's it. Correct? Now, to multiply to give you negative, one of these numbers has to be negative. So you could say those are negative, or you could say 28 times negative 1, 14 times negative 2, and 7 times negative 4. And I'm listing these out, guys, to show you. But you guys, once you list them out, you can kind of determine which one's negative. You don't need to list all of them out. You know what I'm saying? So again, we want to identify what 2 numbers multiply to give me negative 28, but add to give me negative 12. Well, the only 2 that I see that are close to that are here. And which ones out of these 2 add to it?
14 and negative 2.
So you'd say negative 14 and positive 2. So since a is equal to 1.
14 and negative 2.
No, because negative 14 times 2 is negative 28.
Negative 12.
Negative 14 plus 2 is negative 12. So now, again, just going back to what we did, our first thing we do is we set our y equal to 0. And then now these are our 2 factors, x minus 14 times x plus 2. Now we can apply the 0 product property that we did last class period. X minus 14 equals 0. X plus 2 equals 0. Solve. X equals 14. And x equals negative 2. And that's it. All right? So what I would recommend, because you guys have